Hear that roar of thunder, hear those tires scream. He's every boy's hero, every lady's dream. Flying down highway heading west in a streak of black light called the Bandit Express. Look out, the bandit's coming, tires screaming, engine humming. Looks like the bandit's on the move. Look out, the bandit's coming, bet your money and warn the women. Tell those smokies all to take a rest, 'cause they'll never get the Bandit Express.
Well, here we go again. Let's have a look at the big girl before we go. Oh, that's still cracked. Connections. Taps on. Kingpin. Signs down. That front one there is starting to get down a bit. Alright, hello crew. Back again, first day back after the Christmas break. Oh, just 2 weeks and all the little things just leave your mind. Forget where you put your keys. Rightio. Oh, remember where half this stuff goes. Doesn't look too bad for the first day back. Except for that, we're going back to Gundy Meats and that's going to be a pain. Oh, an 11 for Bunnings Aubrey. Awesome. Back to Bunnings we go. So, anyway, it's just what you want on a rainy day. I'll get some stuff unpacked here and fill me electric logbook out, and I'll get back to you in a minute. So back on the hub fleet, that's the electronic work diary that I'm using. Start shift, all that's been automatically added, the address and everything, company, time. Running about 15 minutes late because I couldn't find the keys in the office. So odometer 327024. Done. Start shift. And we're working. So we're good until 5:15 now. Alright. check to see our fuel card's here. It is, thank God. I think we're ready to vamos. Forward, James. Yeah. Oh, again, the smallest things you forget. Where's the windscreen wipers? No, that's indicators. It's not hard. It's not hard driving a truck. It's hard having time off from driving a truck. So I put the fun belt on. Alright, so as per usual, we are going to head around to the Shell and throw on $1,000 worth of fuel. Rightio, there was only about 200 litres a side there. Truck hasn't done, mustn't have been on a very long run on Friday, so anyway, we'll get up the highway here and share some news with you, chat a bit about the channel and see what Canberra's up to on this rainy summer's day. And for the couple of eagle-eyed viewers that picked up last tour, no 4 and 20 this time. We've got the generic Coles cheese and steak pie. I was going to come back to work today. There is a resolution, going to kick the fat food again, but first day back, so sue me. Wet out there. As you'll see from the video coming up, it pretty much pissed down rain the entire way up from the border, so defog some glass. bit of break. There was only one carton or one cardboard box to take off there, so I'm not putting your seatbelt on, shut up. Keep the radio. Oh, alright, having a break. Ran into some problems there at our first drop. Normally, when I get my paperwork, get a little floor plan of what's where for each drop. This one, for that drop there was one square shaded out near the rear of the truck. So we took the pallet off that was there without checking it, and turns out it belonged to the second drop. And the only thing I had on there was a parcel, so it so yeah, quick one there. Thought I'll come back out here and have me break instead of going in there, because their Sydney truck's probably not too far away. So, but yeah, I suppose the first video that was posted up a couple of weeks ago, that just went bananas. Thank you to everyone that viewed it. The 40 odd people that have commented, I've tried to reply to everyone's comments the best I can. I don't think I've missed anyone, but I did not expect it to go that well. I only expected, hell, if 10, 15 people seen it, just to have a bit of a snapshot of what driving's like for me on the road. But it blew right up. Now, in that video, I went by Jack. The channel's named under Jack. Jack was a fake name I created for the channel, just to keep a bit of that anonymity. Not necessarily to hide who I am, but sort of just in legalities, that sort of thing, because if they want to get you for something on the highway, they'll get you for something on the highway. Turn that off. So, hello, welcome back to episode 2, or the second video. I'm Brad. As some of you commented on the quality of the video from last time, this isn't my first foray into YouTube. I don't know where there's a blank spot up here. Also do a travel camping, full driving, motorbiking, outdoors video series. That's I've got over 100 episodes out on that over the last few years, so I'll put a link down in the description. You don't have to go have a look at it if you don't want to, but that's what I've been doing for myself for the last few years outside of work. So, not Jack, Brad. Yeah. Still not gonna discuss company names, that sort of thing yet. I'm sure there's some enterprising people out there that make it their duty to call people out and dig deeper and just get jollies out of, oh, he works for Lewingtons, but I don't, not anymore anyway. If it comes out, it comes out, but yeah, as I said, I haven't got the company's permission, so I'm not going to start plastering the company's name all over YouTube, and that goes for people and places I drop off to, Forkies and that. You might see some faces briefly, but try and cut most of that stuff out the best I can. So yeah, as I said last video too, it was basically just a broad overview of what my normal day on the roads, on the highways like. Getting up in the morning, getting to work, refueling, heading up to Hume. Because half my day is spent in the dark, I'm not going to film too much in the mornings just because it's dark, you can't see much. Doesn't matter how good a camera you got. So for most of the videos, they'll start about this time of day, just after 6 o'clock AM, and yeah, Canberra. So the rest of these videos won't be anywhere near as long as that first one. Being a broad overview, it's sort of hard. You do a first video like that, and then how do you back it up? How do you keep the success going or something like that? I don't think I'm not going to try too hard. I'm just going to keep on doing what I did in that first video without trying to cover the same things over and over again. It's why you didn't see me refuel this morning. It was pissing down rain, and the local cops, their patrol van, they normally have 5 or 6 of them in there getting coffee that time of night as well, so didn't want to be walking around the Bowsers with cameras and that in the rain. So it's yeah, you're going to see some varying parts of the trip, and I'm keeping it short videos is the way to go. But I hope you've come back. I hope you're watching again, and yeah, break's nearly over. Okay, we just had our 15-minute break. So time to head around to the second drop location. Breaks off would be handy. Call our yard. Morning mate, how you going? About 15 away. Yeah, rightio man, too easy. Rightio. Alright, see ya, bye. Damn it! Not getting straight in. He's got a truck broken down on the line, so we'll get down to Fish Week anyway, and pull over. We might get a second 15-minute break there and get it out of the way. Bloody wet. Middle of summer. So we'll hurry up and waiting again. What do you think of me raincoat? Unloading at the first drop. It makes you look like a minion, but keeps me dry. It goes nearly all the way down to my ankles, so keeps the rain off even if I look like an idiot. It's January, it's summer. It shouldn't be raining. Shouldn't be raining, shouldn't be wet. Yeah, mate. Rightio. Come in. Right. Yes. We're on. What was that? Oh, it's about 16 minutes, so we'll get our break in there. Let's go. Rough. Oh, rightio, shut up. Need to get a blanket for that. You're right, mate, just sit in the middle of the road with your four-ways on. always just drive a little bit slower and have the exhaust brakes backed off one setting when it's wet like this, because these cab overs, they love compression lockups in the rear, even with the trailer on. And you don't know how much oil and shit's on the road too, so. Here we go. Hey, come on. So I've got nearly a full load for here. Fingers crossed it doesn't take too long. The only truck here at the moment, so hopefully I get onto me straight away. And we can head down, back out to Yass, load there for Bunnings, Albury, and 2 Gundagai drops to do as well, so she's a busy Monday. So I'll get back to you soon. Oh, boy howdy. That's wet out there. Don't like it when they only got one fork unloading you. Not much you can do about it, but definitely makes for a longer unload time. Work our logbook out. What time we get here? Oh yeah. Nope. Just like that, and we're good until 12:30, so we'll see where we are down the highway, but in the meantime, let's get cracking. Back to Yass. The truck broken down here is one of their K200s with the cab tilted. Would appear to have a flat battery. They got a little Mazda ute hooked up to it with jump leads at the moment. It's just after 7 o'clock now, so going through Canberra won't be an option now. She's getting late, although it's still in school holidays. I'll go for a look and see how we go. It wouldn't be a wet day on the bike, would it? As a bike rider myself, there's nothing worse than days like this. You just get soaked to the balls. Nice Africa Twin though. I suppose it's better to do a bit of tour guiding. I know a couple have asked about the general Canberra area. If you kindly look out the left side of the vehicle, you'll see some political shit. As we come around here onto Anzac Ave, Anzac Parade, sorry, you're going to see some historical shit. Basically, everywhere you look in Canberra, you see shit. I shouldn't. Canberra's a nice place. If you're a politician. Also had one negative comment on the first video about hurry up and waiting and everything else. Well, problem is it's a long day, and as the song goes, if you want to show a passage of time, you're going to need a montage, or in this case, not hyperspeed, what do they call it? Time lapse. So the boring stuff, it will be in time lapse, so it's short, and then we'll come back and have a bit of discussion about what's happening, and then we'll probably duck back into time lapse again. But I'm not going to make a habit of doing too much of it. Again, just to give you a basic idea of what happens. Like getting all these orange lights. If I time lapse it, it'd be a couple of seconds instead of the half an hour it takes to get through Canberra. But the traffic does look pretty light, so that's always a plus. I was also stunned by how many viewers of the first episode were outside of Australia. There was a Canadian. Looking at the analytics, there was even bloody UK, South America, people all over the world. I'm sorry, English is the only language I can speak, and I speak it poorly, so I'm not going to be able to do any greetings in your native tongue. But if you're watching the videos, and obviously moving the steering wheel around goes across all different language barriers and everything else, so Warmore will still get its big upgrade. We'll find somewhere to park and go and visit it once it's all done. Haven't been there since I was down at Kapuka in the army. Come up for an excursion one day. These trees overhang the road pretty bad here. Oh, that was a good one. Once they get waterlogged, they hang down. Oh, another one. They hang down a bit lower and get pruned a little bit more. But couldn't work it out the last drop there via two lots of paperwork. Apparently the truck never turned up Friday, so by the sounds of it, there was no load Friday. No one drove it up anyway, and they had double the amount on, which is why I was so full. So hopefully that doesn't happen for the rest of the week. Also noticed when I come to get the truck this morning, I think I've pointed out that that windscreen hasn't been replaced. But also now, it used to be probably about there where it cracked to. Now she's gone all the way to the top, so either something's hit it, or some of those hot days we had while I was on holidays, the aircon blowing on it's made it contract and expand, and she's cracked all the way up. So yeah, granted, Christmas Day and Boxing Day and all those days, no one's at work. Windscreen shops aren't open and all that, but this last week, the first week of Jan, you'd think they'd get it fixed then. And I keep mentioning it to them. I know it's unroadworthy. I've pulled into Coolac Way Station. I think I commented that on the last video. Someone asked about it. I got pulled into Coolac. Old mate went for a walk around, found one bald tyre, or near bald tyre in the back, and gave me a corrective defect on that. 28 days to fix, and didn't see that. So it was 2 o'clock in the morning though. I should indicate. One of the other drivers was telling me before I got this truck, it had a cracked windscreen, and then 300 kilometres after getting it fixed, bang, that happened. Rock flew up and put a big old smash right in it. So and a bit hesitant. They just spent $3.5 grand on the last one. They didn't want to spend another $3.5 grand that week. Well, That was probably 5 or 6 weeks ago now. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but how much money is it if the truck's defected again? I've already told him if I'm stuck on the side of the road because it gets grounded, I'll be making my own way home and that'll be it. Look for a job somewhere else. Rightio. Looks like I'm the only one here, which is good. Means I won't be waiting too long to throw these 17 pallets on. Yeah, shut up. And luckily too, the rain's stopped for the moment. There's barely a breath of wind, so hopefully that's the way it stays until I get out of here anyway. All this fertiliser for Bunnings across the eastern seaboard. Which one are we? That one at the end. I'm going to love you and leave you here while I get out and unload, or load, sorry. Copy Normans. So they're all loaded up, 17 pallets, we've got 11, 6 for Bunnings, Wodonga, and 11 for Bunnings Albury, so we'll have to drop the Albury ones off. Yeah, drop the Albury ones off, but in the meantime we got 2 drops in Gundagai. Luckily they're only parcels, so if I get stuck in line at the abattoirs I can just throw the parcels off and hopefully not be there for too long. The forklift operator's normally there, he's away on holidays, so I can only imagine what the yard's going to be like there. So anyway, we'll mosey on down this wet Hume highway, deal with some of the holiday traffic, and next port of call is Gundagai. Let's go. That's our second Gundy drop done. Luckily the Don Watson's truck here dropping off pallets was almost finished, so yeah, I know, it's in gear. And the rain stopped again, which is good. Always good when the rain stops. So God, that'd be a big day. up here, drop pellets off, reload with lamb and head back to Melbourne. So anyway, I don't have to go that far. My day is almost done. We're gonna pull up down the road to Tarcutta, and every time I turn the key on, it goes from aircon to fucking 150 degrees cool, heat. It's a pain in the arse. Going to Tarcutta, going to get our morning coffee. Normally get a sandwich there as well, but packed my own today because the bank balance is a little bit thin after 2 weeks off. So we'll mosey on down the Hume a little bit further. I think Tarcutta's about 30 k's south of Gundagai. So another one of the little towns that got bypassed when the Hume Highway was duplicated. But, yeah, it's about the halfway point between Sydney and Melbourne. About 420 k's either side from Tarcutta to Melbourne or Tarcutta to Sydney, but it's about the halfway point from Canberra to Albury too, so it's a good little stopping point to stop and get a coffee, get out, have a walk, and buy some cherries if they're in season. Oh, Tarcutta. Normally sleepy Tarcutta, but a lot of tourists stopping to get fuel and coffees as well, so and I spilt it. Every servo's got a cappuccino machine now, coffee machine. Doesn't matter where you stop, you're getting the same thing. Any of the better spots, High Street of Gundagai and that, you can't park anywhere, so you're stuck for that. I think it's $5.20 for a regular cap here. I did end up getting a sandwich. The other good thing about the Ampol here at Tarcutta, all the stuff's made day of, in the morning. It's not vac sealed in a package and made 6 days ago or whatever, like BP and Cooler Bar and that sell. So they did start doing salad rolls, but the salad rolls are a bit hit and miss, and you're paying $8 for a salad roll. For some reason the ham ones are always soggy as buggery. I don't know why that is. And one minute you'll have beetroot, onion, tomato, all the salads. Next minute you'll have lettuce, tomato, and that's it, and the meat. So it's a pain. And then the packaging changes. 1 minute, which is good, they're wrapped in Glad wrap, so you can open them up, eat them while you're driving. Next minute they're in plastic clam shells, so you're trying to eat it without it shit going everywhere. Just inconsistent, but delicious. But these sandwiches, tomato, cheese, onion, tomato, cheese and ham, salami, cheese and ham, salami, cheese and tomato, bloody your egg, your lettuce, all different varieties like that, and they're only $4.20. So yeah, I know when we're doing the bypass, working on the bypass, doing the duplication, normally $10 you come in and get a sandwich and a can of Coke, and that was pretty good. So again, comparing it to Cooler Bar, BP, any of the other roadhouses, big chain roadhouses, you're probably paying $7.50 to $8 for a sandwich in them. And again, they've got a best before on them, or used by, but they haven't got a packed on date, so they could have been made weeks ago. And you can tell the bread's just that pump full of preservative and that, it's absolute crap. But we're just finishing up our 15-minute break here, and then we'll push on south to Albury, where we have these 11 pellets to drop off at Bunnings. So the day's not quite over. What we got? Yeah, still got another 2 minutes, so that'll be the next port of call, Bunnings, Albury.
Boys try to act like him. Yep, hold on, Dixie, bandits on the road again. The legend of the bandit, a lightning bolt on wheels. Up
Here we are at Albury Bunnings,
Did you see the bandit?
and this truck stopped ahead of me.
Was that really him?
Pretty good clue that there's a line up around the corner as well. So 12:30. I've been going for nearly 11 hours, and my day's just gone to shit. So I think this might be a good place to end this video. Yeah, might be a good spot to end. So again, everyone that watched episode 1 or the first episode, thank you very much. Everyone that commented, thank you very much. Again, I'll try and get to everyone's comments the best I can. Again, sorry for the deception going by Jack last episode, not Brad, but I am Brad. I'm also the host of the Budget Adventure Show. Again, links down in the description if you want to check that out. In the meantime, 11 pellets. As you might have noticed too, I think I mentioned in the first video that the first 2 drops I do, they're pretty casual LH&S stuff with the forklifts and that, so you can get in, unload as or close the truck up as they unload. But we've got movement here. Oh, brakes on. Bunnings on the other hand, I've only had it worse one other place, and that's pretty much any Linfox depot. Just because one bloke jumps out of a truck, it's Sydney, and the truck runs away. Every site, Linfox site, then has to have wheel chocks, keys out. Now, I don't know if anyone's been to the Melbourne CUB brewery. The area where you park there is on a hill like that. It's and you normally go down, point uphill, and you got to drive out uphill. So it's normally a struggle when you load just to get going. Whereas there you had to get out of the truck, park on that hill, go up to the main gate, get your wheel chocks, and then walk back to the truck. And hopefully it hadn't run away by the time you got back there. If it did, it would have ended up in the Yarra. So again, just silly little decisions that because one person stuffed up in one yard somewhere. Oh no, oh mate was just waiting there. Because one bloke stuffed up in one depot somewhere, statewide, blanket, chocks, take your keys, everything else, and Bunnings are starting to get the same. Wheel chocks, don't take your keys yet, but pretty much everything else. So, oh, don't tell me you're going there. This is going to be fun. Alright. So again, big thank you to everyone that's watched. I'm pretty sure I've got a link in the description of the first video anyway, or the channel. If you're on Facebook, head over. I've got a Facebook page there. If anything happens on the highway, I'll take photos and that sort of thing. And yeah, post it up on there. But in the meantime, gonna deal with Bunnings Warehouse. Big boy, big boy. Alright. Brad, Aussie trucker on Highway 31, signing off for another week.
The outlaw run is an endless one. It's a hungry night where wrong is right and the race is done when the